guess a few things that are happening that we need to touch base on.
Hip hop's been
most
Busy,
definitely.
man.
So first up, Jay Electronica. Y'all fuck with Jay Electronica.
Yeah.
Yes.
OG.
Yeah.
OG. Drops 4 albums in 48 hours.
after not dropping an album for like 10 years.
Yeah,
20 years.
Exactly.
You know, you just like, it's mind-boggling that happened.
Yeah. That's part of the article, right? It's been a minute and he hasn't dropped anything, and then he drops 4 within a couple of days. Did you guys get a chance to listen? Anybody, either y'all listen to him?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, I've been listening to him.
How you feel?
All week. Did you want to touch on that first?
So, what was it? Because I only heard about 2. I'm just being dead ass. But
So,
it was like quick work, 2, you know, 1 and then 1, like
so technically
5 hours
speaking,
later type shit.
So there's an EP in there. It's actually his original album that was supposed to drop, I believe, in 2011, 2010.
Right.
He never put it out, but he actually finally put it out on DSPs. The other 3 releases are kind of like 6 to 9 track EPs.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is new music. Really, because I don't think a lot of people heard
All this
that too.
music, so I saw an interview. I'm trying to remember who it was that he recorded all this with. They've been working on some projects for a while. All this music was recorded in like a weekend. Like they did it all in like 48 hours or some ungodly time that doesn't make sense to do all this, and they had it out right after. They didn't even they recorded it and it's
put it
out.
You could
know,
tell
there was
too,
no-
because I think there was some things in the project where remember when Kanye would drop a record and he kind of mumbled through a couple bars, or he would have maybe a cadence that he didn't lay. Some of that is happening in Jay.
Yeah.
But see, the thing with Jay Elec is he kind of does that on purpose.
Right.
It's very purposeful. Let me ask you this, because maybe you can. I have an opinion on it, but I kind of want to get your opinion to piggyback off it. But do you think with Jay Electronica, the way he is as an MC, he's a very very talented MC. He's out there. He's been trying to drop these albums for a long time. Do you think that ship has sailed, or you think he's still got a place in the culture, you know, in 2025?
I think that he still has a place in the culture regardless, because people wanted it. The same people who wanted it back then still wanted it. They didn't walk away from it. People have been waiting. Like, he got signed by Jay-Z, you know, the whole thing happened and everybody expected all this stuff to happen. It didn't happen. Yeah. But we like his bars. Like, we want to hear what you got to say. But like, you should have gave this to us like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, but it's in your time. Like, you can't rush artists.
It's I used to feel conflicted back then with him. Like, bro, where's the album at? Yeah. Where's the album at? Like, let's go. Because I heard Exhibit C and I was like, yo, who is this guy? Exhibit C's crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
It's crazy because I think with Jay, his purpose in life is something that I kind of yearn to learn, because he's so sophisticated as a man, but also as an MC, and I think same thing. People still want to hear. Like, I still want to hear it.
Right.
I love the album he dropped with Jay. People was hating on him on socials, like, you gonna finally drop an album, and Jay-Z's on it. You know, he wasn't advertised on it, but Jay was on it. But I thought that project was amazing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then now this one is just open. I have more questions after listening to the project, because there's some topics he's hitting on that, for the viewers who don't know Jay Electronica, for you, T-Rex, I know you got some questions. He's a very thoughtful MC. He's a 5%er, and he believes he's very close, and he listens to the teaching of Minister Louis Farrakhan. So there's a lot of like UFO talk right now, and he's always been on that shit. So he's talking about like, we have this joke in hip hop culture with Jay Electronica. When he drops something's gonna happen.
Yeah, the aliens are gonna come.
Because when he dropped his first album, Jay COVID hit.
Oh shit!
And then you hear these bars in his album, and you're like, did you know something was gonna happen, bro? He's very like he's like a prophet is the best way to put it.
Right.
So
There's
in
some
this
people to
project,
see
we're
before
like,
it happens.
I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, was you here?
No, I was just gonna say, like, just going off like the question, you know, like the time frame, you know, timeline. Like, is he accepted, quote unquote?
Yeah.
Like, I would still say that, like, he still has that place, but he's waited so long. Like, for me, myself, like, I know Jay.
Yeah.
By all means. You talk to even my old roommate, he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Jay Electronica? I never heard of him in my life."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
I
so
mean,
it's like you have that like hip hop head that loves
circle,
Jay,
yeah.
that
Right.
has that place for him, but just your random Joe Schmo is. he's
But
not there.
that's why I'm kind of happy he never dropped the album back then, because I
Right.
think on a
Right.
mainstream level, like we used to be in this time in hip hop. Me and Grizz talked about it before. It's like when 50 came out, everybody was a 50 Cent mini-me. You had to have the club record, you had to have the girl record, you had to have everything street record all in one. And then I think when Jay's time was, I'm glad he didn't put it out, because I think it wouldn't have been
It wouldn't have the same impact.
right.
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 People
So-
are paying attention to that again.
Yeah,
You know,
they
it's
really
like some of the riffraff is getting weeded out, bro. Like, let's be real. Hip hop right now is getting a cleansing.
It is.
Oh.
And
1000%.
people are getting like you have to be able to write. You know, you have to be able to write. You have to be an actual rapper now again. You know, and maybe it is the good time to drop it, because it aligns with other things that are happening from
right.
other artists.
I think it's
now.
perfect
1000%.
because I think there's not this heavy cloud over him to deliver at such a high level. I think sometimes, like, you know, I was there when they crowned Pap as the next Nas. They were like, yo, Papoose is going to be the next MC out of New York. He's going to be the next Pun, the next Nas. And they, obviously it's a level of inspiration to you, but you also have that cloud over your head, like, yo, can I deliver? Like, so
It's
I
pressure.
think it's a lot of pressure. And I think sometimes certain people, you know, they react to pressure differently. And I think with Jay, having Hove by his side, I think is a positive. I think Jay's finally getting into this stage of his career too, where he can talk about these things and not have to worry about it. He's already out of here.
Yeah.
And Jay is too, to a point. So I'm excited for the new music, man. And I've always been the type of guy, though. I love albums that make you think, that there's those Easter eggs in them where you try to figure out. I've been trying to figure out all week. There's a record on there. I think it's called 4 billion, 400 million, 400. And, and he's talking about the wheel. You know, the UFO, the wheel, and that the government saw the wheel and they were scared to death that they seen God. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way he puts his bars together. You want to learn more.
Right.
And that's one thing I really love about Jay. You know what
He's
I'm saying?
like Cryptic, man.
It is. And then, like, he's got these skits, bro. Peep this shit. Chris, did you hear it at all? Are you a Jay Electronica?
Nah, I
You
mean,
ever heard
I back in when he was supposed to be.
You heard him? Yeah.
Yeah, most deaf, but
So,
not recently.
His albums are structured pretty uniquely because he does a lot of these skits. Like, he'll have like a Muhammad Ali skit from like a boxing promo. Then he'll have a Farrakhan speech. Right. But he'll take clips that correspond with the record, and then it's mind blowing. So it's a trip, it's a journey. Some of the stuff on the EP is not really rapping. It's just like instrumental. Someone singing in the background. But I'm excited, man. Actually, one record got pulled off at DSPs. I'm not sure what happened. It was a record called Who Killed Michael Jackson. And he was going in, bro. Like, and I'm talking like he was going the fuck in. Like, who did this, that, and the third. You know, we saw what happened with with Charlie Kirk and all this craziness going on in the world. It's like, how does he know these things?
Right.
Is this motherfucking alien himself? But shout out to Jay, man. I enjoyed the projects, and he said on the album he delivered 19 albums to Hove. So I guess there's more coming.
That's what I'm saying. And then the music that was made for these albums, it was made in a short time. It's something else, but they had already been working on stuff prior to that.
That's dope.
So this is like a precursor.
Okay.
Something else is
Something
coming.
else is
like
coming.
He's probably gonna really hit.
I'm excited, man. And listen, I don't know, I'm not sure, who gonna be tapping in this when we post it. But Jay, man, please, man, put that record out. Pap laid that verse, man. I heard it. I know the beat was crazy, man. Like, let's put it out, man. I would love for Pap to be involved in what you're doing, because I think what he does as a high level as an MC is important to the game, and I want him to know that there's fans out here that really appreciate what you do, and we want you to continue to put the music out. It doesn't have to go 5 times platinum. It don't got to be on the radio. They ain't never gonna play that shit on the radio. Right. But for us, we excited, man. So.